Hi, welcome back. Glad to see you're here. So I made a Kung Pao chicken that was pretty popular, and someone's like, well, what else can you make it with? Well, obviously you can do tofu, whatever your preference is, but you know me, I always have a freezer full of shrimp, so I wanted to try some because I got to use up some of the shrimp I have. So about 12 ounces of pretty good sized shrimp, just because I think that is the way to do it. And I just marinated it for about 15 minutes. And all you need is 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. It's really simple. That's all it's going to take. So I got my canola oil in my stick-free non-stick pan here, and basically what I want to do is I just want to start dropping these in. It's pretty toasty, and I want to kind of single layer them, you know. And shrimp cook really fast. Sizzling up. I probably won't be able to get all these in before I need to start thinking about doing some flipping here. Canola oil. Okay, let's see what these look like. I just want to start flipping them. Oh, they're beauties. Let me turn it around just a hair. I'm going to start taking these out, and so I'm not boring you to death. I'll finish these up, and I'll be right back to show you how we're going to throw this all together. See you in a minute. Alright, I'm going to get these last 2 shrimp out of here. And don't those look beautiful? Oh yeah, beauty, beauty, beauty. Sucker gets hot pretty darn fast. And it just takes a little bit of cornstarch to just kind of give them that nice crispiness to them. Okay. All the water and stuff is, you know, the shrimp has a lot of water in it, so it always kind of takes a minute. So then what I have is I have the sauce, which we're going to need later, but we want to have it all mixed together. And basically it's a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar, tablespoon of sugar, tablespoon of sesame oil, and a teaspoon of ginger paste. You know, just put a bunch in. And this is going to separate, So you want to leave your fork in here, so right before we dump it in, you can mix it up. Okay. So, next thing we're going to do, my shrimp is, I'm going to take the cover, is start the veggies. Once again, I want to get the water out of here because I don't want to be splattered and burned by it. So now what we're going to do is I've got about 2 tablespoons of canola oil left in my pan. If you had too much, you can always pour a little out. You know, I always keep my little handy grease can close by. And we're going to heat up the oil, and I've got some red pepper that I slivered up. And I like red pepper, so I'm not really offended by it being too big. And this is a whole one. It was actually pretty good size. I just want to give that like a second to get going. But remember those hot chili peppers? I got 8 of these. I cut them in half or thirds, depending on how big they are. You've got to kind of rehydrate them, so you've got to get them in the pot. And I do love them. That's like one of my favorite parts, okay? So, like I said, there was like 8 of them, all right? Then I took a scallion. And remember, when you have a bunch of scallions, the white part you want to slice. And then when you get down to the real green leafy stuff, cut them pretty big sections. Isn't that lovely? I just love this. I love the smell of it. So we're getting pretty good here. Now I've got some garlic. We're gonna about 3 cloves, good sized cloves. Get that in there. So we really, you know, when you're stir frying for a wok, you got that heat really going and you're flaming all over the place. I don't really feel the need to do that, but you do want to keep your pan hot. And remember, the reason why we add things kind of gradually one at a time is because we don't want to cool the temperature down in our pan. So once again, it's smelling really good. So you know that chili garlic sauce that's like a national shortage? I make my own, and I will put a link to it. But I love putting like a big, huge dollop. If you don't like it, you can leave it out. If you like it and you don't want it that hot, just put like a regular tablespoon in. Let the flavor begin. Got everything cooked really well the way we like it. It smells so good. Let me tell you. Now what we need to do because I got to get my shrimp back in here because we want to get them back up to some kind of temperature. So, only thing left to do, and I turn it down just a little bit, is I want to get this my sauce made, right? This is going to thicken up pretty darn quick. Oh. Yeah, it's really binding up here. And so last time I showed you how to put the cashews on at the end, and I did have someone comment about roasting them. I'm going to experiment with it. But for right now, what I want to do is I just want to get some cashews dancing around in here so they can get some of that flavor. Good handful. I'm going to turn it off because I know my sauce is all complete. I just want to get all the happiness mix up. You know, Chinese takeout is such good food if you can find a place that does a good job. And I always say, please, you know, support your little guys that are out there doing this every day so you can have a good meal. And, you know, because the chains just don't cut it, okay? They're not really that good at what they do, I'm saying. So, just so you can see this, you get yourself back to my spatula. And I just love the color combination of this whole thing. And I would normally serve this on rice or maybe some lo mein. You gotta admit, that looks beautiful. It's really colorful. Tastes amazing. Okay, that's all I can say is this is absolutely the greatest thing. And you saw how quickly I threw it together. Really, there's nothing to this. Simple and great. Hope you try it. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.